Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit the notification bell. But let's get right into it. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Can the New York Knicks win the championship, Summer League championship? Will Quentin Grimes walk away with the Summer League MVP? He will have four other people going up against him. That's Keegan Murray, Lindell Wigginton, Cam Thomas, and I cannot pronounce his last name, so I'm just gonna say Sandro. Summer League have this year's Summer League have been exciting, getting more views than it has ever had. Matter of fact, it has been going viral. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into these five players and what they did on Summer League and how much they score and what their average is. But before that, do this for a favor for me. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. All right, we're going to start it off with Lindell Wigginton. He's a third-year player, has taken fully advantage of his Summer League chance. Wigginton began his NBA journey in 2021 with the Bucks. Being undrafted in 2019, the 24-year-old had quite the Summer League debut, chipping in 17 points as a reserve in a win over the Brooklyn Nets. He followed that with an energizing debut, a win against the 24-point barrage off the bench against the Celtics. After earning a starting spot, he had an exceptional game, continuing his streak of buckets by clocking in 25 points against the Mavericks to help the Bucks improve to a 3-1 record in the Summer League. The 6-1 guard is averaging 20 points, 5 assists, while he's shooting 59% from the field, also 52% from downtown. Wigginton is quickly developing to one of the premier players in this Summer League. Too bad it's over. I hope you got a chance to watch him. The next on this list is Keegan Murray, and Keegan Murray was surprised when he got drafted. Everybody thought Sacramento was going to trade that pick. The Knicks was hungry. We all know the Knicks was hungry, but it didn't go our way. But I'm not mad. We seen what Leon Rose did with that opportunity that was presented with him. And the Knicks is in a position to trade for Donovan Mitchell, which I really think would be a mistake. And that's another video I will be bringing out later on tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. Keegan Murray has been putting the league on notice since his Summer League debut. Sacramento's most recent lottery pick has lived up to the hype of his number 4 overall selection by delivering productivity on both ends of the floor. The former Iowa standout continued his rigorous play from week 1 by delivering 29 points, 52% shooting in a loss against Thunder on Friday. Murray maintained his high level of play in the win against the Suns by dropping a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Summer League, he's been getting busy. I'm not going to lie to you. He's averaging 23 points a game on 50% shooting, 40% from downtown, and 80% from the free throw line. And I'm not gonna lie, the 21-year-old has been very impressive. And I know a lot of people were shocked when Sacramento took him where they took him, but Sacramento is looking really smart. And we all know how Sacramento has been doing when their draft picks. And so this is a real good pick. We just hope they do the right thing. We see if they did the Tyrese Halliburton, but I guess if they didn't make that, they wouldn't have been in a position to do what they did right now. The next player on this list is Cam Thomas. The Brooklyn Nets have been surprisingly underachieving this year in the Summer League, but Cam Thomas has continued to impress. Thomas has displayed an endless array of putting the ball in the basket. The second-year guard currently leads the Summer League in scoring, averaging 28 points per game on 42% shooting. While his shot creativity has been second to none in this Summer League, Thomas has made his presence felt at the free throw line with 12 attempts a game. The second week of the Summer League, he featured a 29 points showcase loss against the Grizzlies and a 26-point performance and a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the fourth person on this list, which I cannot pronounce his name, so I'm just going to say Sandro. He's a new name that has emerged onto the Summer League scene. He's a 54 pick in this year's draft. Has made most of his opportunity by stuffing his stat sheets and taking the lead role on the Bucks Summer League roster. Sandro opened his second week with a jaw-dropping 28 points performance to go along with 9 rebounds in a loss against the Celtics. He continued that play and to enforce his will by tallying another double-double of 18 points and 15 points in a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is currently averaging 20 points a game, snatching 8.8 rebounds, and he's shooting 48% from the field and 50% from downtown. What I can say is that the 23-year-old aggressive play attributes to the hard-nosed culture that the Milwaukee Bucks is trying to build. So I think he's going to fit right in their roster. So I think he got a guaranteed roster spot. I don't think I'll be seeing him in the summer league. The G League or I think he's going to come right in this league and contribute because he can stretch the floor. Like I said, he's shooting for three from downtown at 50% rate. So he should come right in and be a solid contender right off the bench for the Milwaukee Bucks. Quentin Grimes, our man from the New York Knicks. Like I said, Grimes, before the summer league started, he said he was going to dominate. And I'm not going to say he dominated, but he has had a dominant performance so far. He's averaging 23 points a game on 43% shooting. His highlight game of the week came against a loss against our opponent today, the Portland Trail Blazers. He scored 24 points in that game. He shot 52% from the field. And like I said, if Grimes was to win the MVP, it should help his confidence because I think Grimes is going to have a special year. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I'm going to hit y'all with this one more time. All right, welcome back. And like I said, we was going to get into that New York Knicks championship. First time ever making it to the Summer League championship. The Knicks have been scoring one of the better teams scoring this year in the Summer League, averaging the league best 95.3 points a game. They led all teams beating their opponents by 11-point differential. The primary source of that was from Quentin Grimes. As I say, he's a candidate for MVP. He was averaging 23 points a game on 43% shooting from the field. The number 25 overall pick in the 2020-21 draft out of Houston. Grimes is showing that he might be in the line for a bigger role. So I'm telling you, Evan Fournier, if you don't get traded, you better watch your spot. But to be honest with you, I'd rather have Grimes coming off the bench because I think it would be more help for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? It'd be scoring and defense coming off the bench along with Quentin Grimes. And yes, my man McBride. I really do like McBride. And speaking of McBride, Grimes didn't do it all by himself. He did have help from Grimes. Grimes averaged 16 points with 5 assists shooting. And I'm not going to lie, he was very, very, I'm going to say he was fairly efficient this summer league, averaging 52% on the floor. And the Knicks had another helper. I'm not going to leave him out. I know all of y'all do know him. That's Ferron Hunt. The guy went undrafted. He's 23 years old. He played ball for SMU. He got the height. He got the length. And he's athletic. So he's a very intriguing prospect, but we all know who he is because he played with the New York Knicks Westchester club for a while now. And I know the man deserves a chance, and if the Knicks don't sign him, I think he should just go somewhere else and hopefully be signed for another team. But like I said, while the Knicks have been one of the better scoring teams in the league, this summer league, there's nobody been better on defense than the Trailblazers. Portland has allowed a paltry 75.8 points per game with a plus 8.2 point differential. The defense was working fine against the New York Knicks on Monday, as I explained. They cruised to an easy win. I'm not even going to say an easy win because the Knicks jumped out ahead of them and they gave up that win, but they did beat us 88-71. The Portland leader on offense is Keon Johnson. He has led the way for Portland. The 20-year-old guard is averaging 17 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. I know the organization, Portland, is going to be very happy to see this because before that, he was shooting the ball at a 48% clip in 37 games with Los Angeles Clippers and the Blazers last season. So, this is what he was shooting for. Well, he's averaging 48% this year in the Summer League, but last year he was only shooting 35% from the field and 34% from downtown. So to see that 48%, I know Portland is kind of happy to see that his percentage went up on his average of scoring. Another person on Portland that gave the Knicks problem, but actually been a big surprise for Portland. That is Jabari Parker, Jabari Walker, the 57 overall pick in this year's draft out of Colorado. He's averaging 12 points. I know 12 points is not 20 points, but it's nothing to laugh at, especially where he was drafted at and people, his scouting report. Like I said, he's shooting 66% from the field. He also had a big impact in the paint, pulling down 8.5 rebounds a game. He's already showing signs that he can help the team once the season starts. He signed his contract last Wednesday, so I know Portland is very happy with that. Another player is Trendon Watford. He went undrafted out of LSU. He's now in his second year with the organization. He's having a fine summer league, if you ask me. He's averaging 12.3 points a game on snatching down 8 rebounds. It's acquired points, but from what they was getting out of these players last year is a very much big improvement, and I know Portland is happy with that. One player we won't see in today's game, that is Shaden Sharp. He won't be available. That's the Portland's number 7 pick in this year's draft. He had a small tear in his shoulder in a game against the matter of fact, a loss against the Detroit Pistons, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Do y'all think the New York Knicks got a chance to win today's Summer League Championship? And do y'all think Quentin Grimes will walk away with the MVP? Well, I'll tell you one thing. In my opinion, if the New York Knicks win the championship and Quentin Grimes score over 20 points or even over 19 points, he deserved to win the MVP of the Summer League. And I don't know what else to say. But with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.